Boy, I thought it was going to be a quiet night last night. Watch a little bit of Dirk Nowitzki, his final home game. Dwayne Wade bows out as a member of the Miami Heat. And then all of a sudden, what? Magic Johnson's holding a press conference. Well, he's going to say that Luke Walton's been fired and can't wait for the offseason. We're going to be in the playoffs next year. And then all of a sudden, Magic says he's stepping down. We'll have more on that coming up. 877-3DP-SHOW, email address dp@danpatrick.com, Twitter handle at DP Show. Say good morning to our radio and TV partners, including brlive.com. The transition from superstar to retired athlete is never easy, but for the most part, Magic Johnson seemed to have figured it out. Successful businessman, ambassador of the sport, but then he took over as president of the Lakers, and it seemed like it was going to work out. They got LeBron. They got the big prize. But then LeBron got hurt, team fell apart, they lost patience, and all of a sudden, Magic Johnson apparently wasn't having any fun. He said last night that the job kept him from doing things he really wanted to do, like tweeting congratulations to Dwayne Wade. Magic, no fan of the NBA's tampering rules. He had been financially spanked a couple times. Now Magic can say whatever he wants. He can tweet to whoever he wants. If you're a star athlete on the brink of retirement, you might want to heed Magic's words. Running a team might sound like it's a lot of fun, but boy, there's a lot of work involved in it. You have to be all in, but for Magic Johnson, it just wasn't worth it. We can go back. This is a cautionary tale. How many times during the season did I say the Lakers have to look at this season as just let's kind of see what we have here. Patience was the word I kept coming back to. Patience. Just this season. And they couldn't be patient. Because here you have Magic Johnson going, we got LeBron. Now, let's go after Anthony Davis. And then you got to trade all of these kids. And then the trade doesn't happen. Well, now you got to play with the kids. And then they're looking at LeBron James saying, this guy doesn't care about us. And Magic and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, it didn't work out. Patience. And that's the problem, patience. And it's tough for guys like Magic who could always control and win. But then you're sitting on the sidelines and your pride takes a hit. We're the Lakers. I'm Magic Johnson. We're going to get back in the playoffs. We're going to win championships here. I got LeBron James. Everybody wants to play for the Lakers, right? No. You go back to when they did not trade for Paul George. And I think that's when it started to slip. Because Paul George was then traded to Oklahoma City. And Indiana got a great deal on that. The Lakers thought Paul George is going to want to come to the Lakers. He's an L.A. guy. We're going to wait for the offseason. Then we'll get Paul George. Not going to happen. Didn't happen. And then you have other shots, other runs at free agents. Then you have Kawhi Leonard saying, I don't want to get involved in that. People then referring to the situation as toxic because it was unsteady. And then you're looking at this team. I got a lot of young talent. I don't know how good my talent is, but I have a lot of good talent. And then you have a coach that LeBron apparently doesn't want. Magic's then going to fire him because LeBron wants him out. And then he finds out Anthony Davis actually likes Luke Walton. So then you can't fire him. If it could go wrong, it did go wrong. Here's Magic Johnson making the announcement yesterday.
Today, I'm going to step down as the president. And I think her and I have such an amazing relationship, and I think that she gave me full power to do what I wanted to do. But I think that with her and I want to always preserve our relationship. She doesn't know I'm standing here because I know I would be crying like a baby in front of her, even though I'm about to cry now. But it's the right thing to do, right move to make, and then that way he can stay in place, hopefully build the team, coach the team the right way.
Okay. You, out of respect to Jeannie Buss, the respect is you go tell Jeannie what you're doing. You imagine Jeannie, this is before the game. She's probably flipping through the channels. Let me see what PTI's saying. And, maybe I get a little bit of around the horn. And then, wait, what? Magic, wait, what's Magic talking about here? Wait, Magic stepping down. Wait a minute here. Like, how does that happen? I don't know what happened from the office down on that elevator ride. Like what happened? Did a little kid go on and press all the buttons and he got mad and he just said, that's it, I'm out. I'm not having fun anymore. Here is Magic Johnson on the pressure to quit.
I don't succumb to outside pressure. You know me. I stand by anything I do. I don't worry about what people say, all these articles, this, that. That didn't never bother me. I'm a strong man. So the only pressure would have been if it was her and I at each other. But that never happened. You know, I only had one boss. That's who I had to deal with. And she was on board. We had a great meeting yesterday, so I enjoyed it.
Okay, if you have the great meeting yesterday, what happened yesterday to then today or last night? Man. And, you know, there are conflicting reports on did Magic have the power to fire Luke Walton. He has 2 years left on his deal. I think 1 year is guaranteed. Then there's a team option here. But Magic, there's no secret of the fact that Magic wanted to replace Luke Walton. He didn't think Luke Walton developed young talent as well as other great coaches do. D'Angelo Russell flourished with the Nets. Julius Randle flourished with New Orleans. Now you're bringing in Anthony Davis. Do we have a guy who is capable of doing this? And go back, way back, to when Steve Kerr was out. Luke Walton took over for Steve Kerr and did a great job. And Luke even said that to us. He would not have the job if it weren't for Steve Kerr being out, being injured. And so he got the job. Then all of a sudden, people looked at Luke Walton differently. He probably wasn't qualified to be the Laker head coach. And then you bring him in because you have young talent, and Luke can work with the young talent. Now you get LeBron, all of a sudden, wait, you got to bring in a big name? LeBron doesn't work with big name coaches. And really, what do those coaches mean to LeBron? And then you miss out on Paul George. Then you have the Anthony Davis mess. It's because people were not patient. And that's why you're in this mess. And you're delusional. Because, you know, Magic's now putting the pressure on whoever comes in to succeed him. Hey, I can see this team. They get a free agent, some role players. They're going to the Western Conference Finals. I'm going, whoa, wait a minute here. How about we make the playoffs? Here's a stat for you. This will blow you away. The Lakers have missed the playoffs in each of the last 6 seasons. In the previous 65 years of the franchise, they missed the playoffs 5 times. Yeah, I'll read that again to you. The Lakers have missed the playoffs in each of the last 6 seasons after missing out just 5 times in the franchise's first 65 seasons.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV, stream for free on BR Live, or download the Dan Patrick Show app.